studio that we tape our America's Evil Genius program in every week. That's my political commentary show that I do every week. A lot of you that follow me in professional wrestling, you understand that I have a lot of interest outside of professional wrestling, and politics and commentary is one of those things. But since we've already got the cameras here, since we already have the studio time booked, I wanted to take a moment to address something not political in nature, but something in terms of professional wrestling, something very important that I need to kind of get off my chest and sort of put out there and to make clear to everybody in professional wrestling. You know, I guess I'm really no different than most anybody else. I'm a very motivated person. I want to be the best at a given time at what I do. I want to be the best in the world at what I do, whatever it is, whether it's wrestling or commentary or writing or any of the other things that I do. I always want to be the best at it. But like anybody else, I think I get so wrapped up in whatever my immediate goals are or whatever's going on that day that I don't often stop and take a look and look at the big picture and say, hey, where am I at? Have I really achieved that goal that I wanted to achieve? Have I really become the best at what I'm doing? Well, I've had some time over the last couple of weeks to stop and reflect a little bit, and I'm a little bit astounded by what I saw. You know, I stopped and looked back at the wrestling business in general, not just here in St. Louis, but all across the country, and it dawned on me that here we are in 2012, and really, and I hate to say this in a way that's going to sound braggadocious, but really, I am, simply put, the last great manager in professional wrestling. I'm the best that there is in this business right now, anywhere in the entire world. Now, some of you think that sounds like a very braggadocious statement. Perhaps it is. But I would challenge any of you, if you know someone, if you've seen a manager that you think operates on a higher level than I do, if you think there's someone out there better than me, please show me their resume. Please show me some video, something. If there's someone out there that's better than me, I'll gladly shake their hand and admit it. But as I look around the landscape today, all the way up to the WWE and TNA and the East Coast and wherever else, frankly, I don't see anybody that operates on my level. And the bottom line is we used to have a lot of great managers in professional wrestling. We all remember Bobby the Brain Heenan and Classy Freddie Blassie and Jimmy Hart, and there's countless others. We all remember those guys, but it seems to me that's becoming a bit of a dying art form, and that maybe I'm the last practitioner of it. I'm the last great practitioner of that art. I am the last great manager in professional wrestling. It's becoming more and more clear to me all the time. And it's a little bit awe-inspiring, if I can say so, to realize that at whatever point in my career that I decide to get out of professional wrestling for good, that I decide to hang it up, that I decide there's something else I need to do, whenever I get to that point, the art of managing will die in professional wrestling. Now, that's pretty heavy. It's a pretty big statement. But as I look around the landscape today, I think it's true. I don't see anybody right now that can compete on my level anywhere in terms of managing, in terms of being a personality, in terms of stirring the drink, if you will, in a given promotion. Now that raises a pretty interesting question as far as I'm concerned. It raises the question of this. If I truly am the last of the Mohicans, if I truly am the last of the dinosaurs, if you will, if I am the last great manager in professional wrestling, and if it's true that once I get out of the wrestling business, managing will effectively be dead, then why is it that I'm not a higher commodity, a hotter commodity in this business than I am? Shouldn't my phone be ringing off the hook from the WWE or TNA or Ring of Honor or someone like that? Well, it's not. And I'll be honest with you and tell you, it's not. I'm not getting those calls. And I have to wonder why. I have to wonder why it is that at this stage in my career, after 15 years of being the best manager on the entire planet with a track record to back it up, I have to wonder why I can't seem to get the courtesy of a return phone call from the WWE, a return phone call from TNA, a return phone call from Ring of Honor, or anybody else. And as I sit and think about it, there's really only one explanation for it that makes sense. And that explanation is Larry Matuszak. Now, a lot of you understand who Larry Matuszak is, was a great promoter in his day, great announcer, was in the St. Louis Wrestling Club, and was really the guy in charge of the Queen City of professional wrestling. And now he's back. He's working with Southern Illinois Championship Wrestling, working with Herb Simmons, a promoter there, and they're putting on some great shows. And yes, they've hired me. Yes, I have come back to that promotion. Yes, I have put that promotion back on the map. And again, that's not an idle statement. I came back to that promotion in April, and within 2 months, their TV contract was extended by 2 years, and they're starting to get sponsorships from all over the place. Pops, the Gateway Grizzlies, any number of other sponsorships that are coming out of the woodwork. Why? Because when I came back, the biggest star they've ever had, it suddenly became a good investment again. So you would think with that track record that I could name my price. I could write my ticket. I could go anywhere in this business that I want to go. But that's not the case. And I think it's not the case because Larry Matuszek is the only person I can think of in this area who has the national connections to where he could potentially call someone up at Titan Towers and say, hey, if you get a phone call from Travis Cook, don't return it. That guy's nothing but trouble. That he could call someone at TNA and say, Travis Cook, he's difficult to work with. You can't do business with him. Don't bother with him. That he could call Jim Cornette over at Ring of Honor and say, Travis Cook, you got a package from him? Toss it in the garbage. You don't need him. I think you and Herb Simmons are the people that are keeping me from the stardom that I have earned and that I deserve. And I think you're doing it for a very simple reason. You know what a big star I am. You know what an asset I am to your promotion. And you want to keep me home. You want to keep me here. You want to keep me from progressing. Well, I'm going to tell you this. If you're going to keep me down here, as it were, if you're going to obstruct me from being the star that I'm supposed to be, then I just might make your life a living hell. You see, I understand the leverage I have with you right now. You can talk about finding me all you want to. And I hear you guys talking and your announcers talking about, oh, we got to do something about Travis Cook. He's interfering in all these matches. He's doing this. He's doing that. Oh, you can try to find me. I don't care. I can pay any fine you want to levy. You know that. Are you going to suspend me? You'll never suspend me. Your company goes dead in the dirt the second you suspend me. You'll never fire me. So you have to deal with me one way or the other. Either you play ball like a businessman and let me negotiate where I want to negotiate. Let me pursue the opportunities that I want to pursue and quit obstructing me. Or I'll just make this whole place implode from the inside.